It's just the color of the season, like a burnt orange, brown color. Hi, my name is Brittany. For those of you who are just tuning in into my channel, I like to obviously make videos about my experience being a new mom and pregnancy. But before that, I was more like lifestyle, fitness, adventure, vlogging about camping, hiking, all that sort of stuff. But now my life has transitioned into being a new mom. In this video, I want to talk about my first week back to work. And it was easier than I thought and harder than I thought in different areas. I am a type of person who likes having like a structured schedule. I mentally feel better when I have that structure in like my daily routine. And obviously, given with the illness in the past year and lockdowns, that I wasn't able to have any like structured day because gyms were closed. Hanging out with friends wasn't really a reality. I was home for, you know, the whole 5 months I was here, and 4 months with my daughter. And towards the end of my maternity leave, I was struggling very much so with postpartum depression. Since I started back at work, it has now been about it's been about 2.5 weeks since I've been back to work, and I already feel so much better. I am lucky to be working 4 days a week instead of 5 days a week. And if you don't know, I'm a physical therapist assistant and I work in home health. So that's what this video is going to be about, and I'm gonna take you along my first week, so enjoy. So I'm officially back at work. Today is my second day seeing patients. Yesterday I barely saw anyone. This is gonna be the longest I've been away from Allie ever today. Obviously I have to mask up because of the world, the way it is right now. It's not fun, and you even have more anxiety because you have a newborn at home. So it's about 2 hours later. I already saw 2 patients, and now I feel like my boobs are gonna explode and I'm about to pee my pants. I want to be honest and transparent in this video as it's my first week back to work. I want to say that I am doing mentally better than what I thought I was gonna be feeling. I think I mentally needed to go back to work because I like routine. I do better with routine. I wouldn't say I feel happier, but I just feel like, you know, when you get stuck in like a certain mindset and you don't know how to get out of it, or it's really hard for you to get out of that mindset and you know it's negative. That's how I was feeling so far. So far I'm doing okay. I just really need to pee right now, and that's my #1 concern. So I'm parking right now and I'm gonna go pee, and then I'm gonna eat my lunch. Halfway through my second week back to work. It's hard because I don't want to say I feel guilty, but every mom is so different in their journey of returning back to work. But I can say that I feel better mentally that I've been back to work for a little bit now. It's just a lot of, I'm literally just transferring my milk. My right boob is the real MVP in this situation. I pumped for like 20 minutes because I'm like behind an hour. This is my right boob and this is my left boob. First hack, you have your bra, okay? So you have like your nursing tank top or whatever. You have this strap, and then obviously like, I'm like in an assisted living facility parking lot right now. But you take the little strap here, put it over on this side of your boob, and then clip this part kind of more on this side. So then you put your cup right there and it fits, or your phalange, whatever it's called, fits perfectly. But I got my pump bag sitting right here. And my biggest thing is I just have extras, duplicates of everything, because obviously I work out of my car. But I have just a dirty bag, so I throw everything in here and then I just take care of it when I get home. And another thing, definitely put like a big, what is it called, like a burp rag on your lap, and I just tuck it into the front part of my pants because sometimes it just kind of dribbles over you. You're like taking your phalanges off and stuff like that, and milk just kind of gets everywhere, as you probably know. Last week was hard, just getting into the habit of, like, honestly, it sounds bad, but like moving my body throughout the day and working, because my job is physical, because I'm a physical therapist assistant, and I have to do a lot of demonstrations with patients. I have to do like manual work on patients, but overall I feel really good mentally being back at work. I think my anxiety is gonna come into play when my mom and my sister start taking care of Alice, but we shall see. You know, I might be fine with that transition when Kevin goes back to work, but I think I just feel not so emotional about working because I know Allie's in such good hands with Kevin. And I'm not trying to say like the moms that are emotional and have a harder time going back to work, I'm not saying that they don't trust their partners by any means, but like I'm a real like I like being busy. That's my thing. And I like having something to do, and my job is so rewarding, so that's making me feel good too. My car is like super dirty, so don't hate. So obviously I have my pump milk right here. I live off of these protein drinks, so when I'm pumping, I usually just chug one of these. I've also been eating these paleo bars. These are like super dense. It's grain-free, dairy-free, no sugars. But it's like 200 and something calories, which is really good. So I usually just have my protein drink and then one of these paleo bars. I got these from Costco. I have all my clean parts here. I got snacks. And this is how I do it. I just have like a little adapter and I plug in my pump right there, and it's good. And I do have some extra hoses. I have like extras of some stuff, and I just leave that here, and then I pump right here. And then I'm having to figure out like what clothes like actually work for pumping. So like today I have this like huge sweatshirt on, so I literally just like put everything underneath it. But I found out like when I'm pumping, like during work, it's hard for me to like shut off working, like mentally, to help promote like letdown. Like you have to be relaxed. I tried driving and pumping the other day, and I like barely produced anything. So I think just taking like the 20, 25, 30 minutes, eating something, getting some water in my body, and like just listening to music and trying to relax like genuinely helps so much. That was like the first, I think, week or 2 weeks back to work. I kind of filmed when I could, like between patients and whatnot, but a lot of it is just figuring out my pumping schedule. One big thing that I realized when pumping was I was trying to throw on my pump right after seeing a patient and trying to drive to my next patient. My letdown, you know that feeling when your letdown starts to happen, you start to feel like that tingliness and the milk starts to come out. I never really got that when I was driving and pumping. I changed that up and I took like a 30-minute break between patients, and I made sure to sit in a parking lot in my car, listen to music, and eat something while pumping. I just kind of figured it out. I would have pump sessions without eating a snack, and I wouldn't have as much letdown, and I didn't flow as much as I did when I was eating like a sandwich or a snack or a protein drink or something like that while I was pumping. So that's my biggest piece of advice. If you're on the road or if you're at work and you're pumping, take that time, throw some headphones in, and eat something while you're pumping. Because if you are slightly hungry, I feel like our cortisol levels are higher and your body just won't fully relax to let down. And another tip for pumping, if you haven't heard of this yet, I think this is a genius idea, that there's a button on my pump for like the letdown, so it's like the quicker suction for like the first like minute or 2 minutes. So I'll pump for like 5 minutes, let that run its course, and then I'll press the let down again. So it kind of signals like, hey, produce more milk. So then I'll have I'll just produce more milk is what I'm trying to say. You just keep the basic stuff in your diaper bag. I keep burp rags just to put in your lap and just to milk gets everywhere. So I usually wear a black shirt. Wearing like a really baggy sweatshirt or like a t-shirt while you're pumping is nice, just to like throw over like the actual like Madonna boob things, because you do see your nipples come out. So I'm like, I don't care if someone sees the bottles, but just like, yeah. I don't want people seeing that part. To sum everything up, it's been about 2.5 weeks. I feel like I'm getting out of my depression. I'm still having like a bad day, maybe like one day a week, if that. But overall, I am glad I'm back to work. I'm thankful that I have a good job, a flexible job. I didn't cry going back to work. I've been really open on Instagram. If you're not following me, I will tag my Instagram link back down below so you can follow me, because I pretty much upload every single day on Insta story. But I do talk a lot about just being open about how I feel about being a new mom, given the state of the world, and just things I struggle with, and just being real. There's things that people don't talk about on social media, and that's why I want to make these videos and talk to you on Instagram stories almost daily. I had a lot of moms tell me, when you go back to work, you're gonna lose your supply, you're gonna be so sad, you're gonna be crying. And it's like, you shouldn't tell a new mom that when she's getting ready to go back to work. I'm just saying, it made it a lot harder. I did have people that were positive, saying you're gonna do great, you're gonna be just fine, the baby's gonna be fine, and to pump when you can. And if you do lose your supply, it's not the end of the world. You're just gonna have to get formula. But I pump like every 2 to 3 patients throughout the day. I usually see about 6 people a day. So I'll try to pump after my first 2 and like before like my last one. But honestly, I'm only getting like 2 pumping sessions in per work day. And for the amount of milk I produce, I only produce enough for about 2 feedings, maybe like 2.5 feedings, when Allie eats like 3 times a day. So I do have a stockpile of milk in the freezer, but I'm technically in a deficit. So I know that that milk storage is gonna run out, and I'm not gonna be able to produce enough to supplement like that day, like I'm at work. So I am looking into getting formula, because I'm not going to sacrifice my mental health to get like another pump session in. It's hard. I feel like there's a lot of backlash on both ends. At the end of the day, I think that the mom's mental health outweighs if the baby gets formula or breast milk. Like, if you're sane, if you're happy, if you are listening to your body and it's telling you, hey, you know, if we can feed the baby 80% breast milk and 20% formula, that's perfectly fine in my opinion. And I'm rambling, so I'm just gonna leave this here. Thank you for watching this video. If you are a new mom and getting ready to go back to work, you're gonna do great. It's gonna be just fine. Just pump as much as you can, and if that's not enough to supplement your baby for all of their meals throughout the day, it's fine. Supplement with formula. Do your research. I'm gonna go do my research probably after making this video. Yeah, everything is gonna be okay. Your baby's gonna be fine. It's hard to miss moments with your child, but just like in my last video, if you watch my last video, I was thinking of it as like, I'm never gonna see my kid again, but it's like, it is not like that at all. You're just gone for 8 to 10 hours a day, and you get to come home and snuggle the crap out of your little nugget and do bath time. And you know, she's still taking my boobs after taking the bottle for all those weeks. So I feed her before I go to bed, and we cuddle, and I love it. And it's like the best thing in the entire world. I just looked at my analytics for my channel, and 100% of women watch this channel. So I love all y'all ladies, and I'm excited to continue making these videos, even though I've kind of swerved into motherhood. This is reality. This is my life. So I'm gonna go make a snack because I'm hungry. All right, bye guys.